They slapped me with a $70,000 fine, claiming I broke their rules. What they didn't know? Every time they drove home, they were driving on my land. And I was about to remind them who really owned the road in. It started with a letter stuffed in my mailbox. Bold print, red ink. The HOA had fined me $70,000 for unauthorized construction on my own ranch. They claimed my new barn was in violation of their community aesthetic standards. The kicker? My ranch wasn't even part of their HOA. I thought it was a mistake, so I called their office. But the woman on the phone, Karen, the HOA president herself, laughed in my ear. "You can fight it if you want, but the fine's already been filed. Pay up or we'll escalate." That was the moment I stopped being polite. Because here's the detail Karen had conveniently forgotten. The only paved road into her gated neighborhood, the road every HOA resident used every single day, cut straight across my ranch. I owned it. Always had. For years, I'd been letting them use it for free. But after that $70,000 stunt, I figured it was time for a change. The next morning, I had contractors out installing a massive steel gate across the road. Cameras, keypad, toll system. If they wanted through, they'd have to pay. By evening, the HOA residents were lined up in their cars, horns blaring. Karen stormed up to the gate, clipboard in hand, shouting, "You can't do this! This road belongs to the community!" I leaned against the gate, deed in hand. Actually, it belongs to me, and I've got the county records to prove it. Remember that $70,000 fine you mailed me? Well, consider this my invoice in return. Her face went pale. The sheriff showed up minutes later. The HOA had called them, of course. But after glancing at my paperwork, the deputy just nodded. "Looks legal to me. If they want access, they pay." That night, the HOA board held an emergency meeting in the cul-de-sac, panicking as their luxury cars sat stranded behind my gate. And every resident there realized that the power Karen claimed to have was nothing compared to a single road deed. Within a week, they weren't talking about my barn anymore. They were begging me to negotiate. Their $70,000 fine disappeared over